everybody. Good afternoon. We are storm chasing again today in Kit Carson, Colorado. Give me a couple of minutes, we'll let everybody get jumped in here. Just a minute, everybody. I'll get the stream up here. We do have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for eastern and southeast Colorado. We're in Kit Carson right now. So we are in Kit Carson right now on Highway 40, headed toward the Lyman area. There is a severe thunderstorm warned cell near Hugo, Colorado. We have a pretty low-end severe weather threat today. Really no chance of any tornadoes at all. More of a damaging wind day. So we're going to go after this cell. There's a couple of other cells down there near Pueblo, as well as Colorado Springs, and one back there near Canyon City. We are approaching the storm here. We're headed west-northwest. We'll have it in view. Actually, it's in view right now. It's right on the right of the road. A couple of things that are new. We have had a lot of people trying to send us like content, like their photos and videos of severe weather. If you have pictures or videos of significant weather that's happening today or the day of the live stream, you are welcome to submit those. There is an email in the video description on YouTube that you can find, and if you send an email to that, don't just paste the photo or video into the email, because we can't really manage it that way. Just send an email, say, I have, you know, this content, blah, blah, blah. It's in myself or Nikki. We'll get back to you as soon as we have a moment. None of this is time sensitive, but as soon as we have a moment, we'll get back, and we might share that on our video the next morning. I'm trying to do these videos every single morning now, so like tomorrow morning we'll have a recap of what happened today, and we might put that in there, and of course give credit to the social media accounts that submitted it. Once you send that email in and just say, hey, I have content, whatever, we will email you a Dropbox link where you can upload that. We do have we are approaching a severe thunderstorm warned storm here. It's over Hugo, Colorado. And that is the dark blue mass that we're seeing on screen. Let's say we're about a half an hour from it. Out of windshield washer fluid, so that's a problem. I have a bottle of Windex. I might dump the Windex in the washer fluid reservoir. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining today. to see everybody on here. Thanks everyone last night who submitted super chats and all that on YouTube. Always appreciate it. I know we had several. It keeps the live streaming free. So thanks, guys. Right now, it's severe thunderstorm watch. A severe thunderstorm watch is in effect for southeast Colorado, and it looks like possibly a sliver of western Kansas, but basically I-70 and south, and then I-25 east. That lower southeastern quadrant of Colorado is under a severe thunderstorm warning, or severe thunderstorm watch.
It is 6 miles west of Hugo.
Thanks for the super chat.
Southeast of Lemon.
Absolutely.
Southeast at 20 an hour.
Yeah, we're. I didn't know if we would have a stream or not today, but it looks like we definitely have a reason to stream.
Source radar indicated. Sighting of trees. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. This severe thunderstorm will be near Hugo around 2:50 p.m. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. The National Weather Service has issued severe thunderstorm watch 239 in effect until 8 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time for the following areas. In Colorado, this watch includes 3 counties in east central Colorado: Elbert, Lincoln, in northeast Colorado, Douglas. This includes the cities of Castle Rock, Elizabeth, Kiowa, Lyman, and Parker. Primary threats include scattered damaging winds and isolated significant gusts to 75 miles an hour, possible isolated large hail events to 1.5 inches in diameter possible. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means conditions are favorable for severe thunderstorms in and close to the watch area. Persons in these areas should be on the lookout for threatening weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Severe thunderstorms can and occasionally do produce tornadoes. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 3:15 p.m. for east central Lincoln County and 2:15 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. A severe thunderstorm was located near Hugo, or 16 miles southeast of Lemon, moving southeast at 20 miles an hour. Hazard: 60 miles an hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source: radar indicated. Impact: expect damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. This severe thunderstorm will remain over mainly rural areas of east central Lincoln County. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. The National Weather Service has issued severe thunderstorm watch 239 in effect until 8 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time for the following areas.
All right, everybody. So we are heading toward this storm that is near Hugo, Colorado. We could have pretty strong winds today. The severe thunderstorm watch is here. They're indicating wind gusts of up to 75 miles per hour today. We'll be storm chasing tomorrow, of course, too. So now we're heading a little bit more northwest like we should. So now we're looking right into this thing. Really pretty. I don't think we're going to see anything too noteworthy. Probably no tornadoes today, but probably some very pretty structure, which I think we saw yesterday as well. for the super chat. Like I said, if anybody that's on here today was on here last night and missed the beginning of the stream, thanks everybody who submitted super chats and all that last night on YouTube. It was a pretty low-end severe weather event last night initially, but sometimes it's still nice to be out here just to see the pretty clouds, which is pretty much what we're doing today. Right now this storm's warned for 1 inch hail. 1 inch hail and 60 mile per hour winds, so it's pretty morning. But like I said, today. That email address is in the description of the YouTube video. But of course we will respond when we get a minute. And then anything that you guys do submit, because I know a lot of people have been wanting to do this, we'll probably show the next morning, either in a live stream or a video or something. A lot of people were suggesting that, so I decided to go ahead and do that. I'm going to tip the camera a little bit toward the storm. So you're getting several people in the chat now. Thanks, guys. It's definitely been an active period of severe weather here. Looks like we're going to be storm chasing tomorrow, either in northeast Iowa, southeast Minnesota, or just southwest of the St. Louis area. There's 2 target areas tomorrow. Possible that we could actually start near St. Louis, and if that target does not pan out, we may be able to blast north and get into position for the secondary target. But I'll have more on that later. It's going to be a pretty awful drive tonight, but it's hopefully not too bad. There's also severe weather watches out for northeast Minnesota, northwest Wisconsin right now. We're starting to see some structure of the storm. You'll be able to see some of the base in there. This is one of, I say this about a lot of places, but this is truly one of my favorite places to chase storms. Eastern Colorado. You can really feel the elevation out here though. I don't know what we're at for elevation, but we're getting up there. Sinuses are dry and all that. Actually, does Cyclone Port show elevation? Hang on. Well, it does not show me elevation, but you can tell that we are, the Cyclone Port with the Radar Omega unit says our current pressure is 858 millibars, so you can tell that we're definitely getting up there in elevation. The local console might actually tell me what it is. My GPS, my Garmin, is out of service temporarily. around 4,000 feet out here. Elevation, it looks like. The cyclone port console says we're at 1,400 for altitude. I'm assuming that's meters. I guess it could be feet, but I'm assuming it's meters. Should probably ask Don. Probably should know that, shouldn't I? If it's meters, then which it likely is, but then we're right around 4,000 feet out here. So we're definitely up there in elevation. When we get up this high in elevation, moisture is not so much of a big deal for storms. We can get some stronger storms in a drier climate. I think we're probably going to again. We'll get up the storm come to us. When these storms aren't producing tornadoes, we get the luxury and the stream went down. I'll wait. Not producing tornadoes like today, we get the luxury of being able to sit back and just enjoy the cloud show and the structure, which is kind of relaxing at times. So that's probably what we'll do today. I'll do my best to point out some of the structures and some of the things that I'm looking at, since it's not such a fast-paced day. Looks like after tomorrow we'll have a couple more days of off time. Friday there's a slight risk of severe weather in parts of Illinois, but I don't think it's going to amount to anything, so I don't plan on doing anything Friday. So we are on West 40, headed toward Hugo. Should actually turn there. Dang it. We're going to turn around because that might have been the only good west option, because we don't want to just drive into this thing and be on the northeast side of the storm. We won't see much of a structure. So we can kind of get on the proper side of this. I didn't realize there is a road up here. It goes through Boy Arrow, I think. But I don't want to get up there too close where we don't see anything. I gotta wait for traffic. This storm will remain over mainly rural areas of northeastern Albert and north central Lincoln counties. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 8 p.m. for east central Colorado. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 3:15 p.m. for east central Lincoln County. At 2:15 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located near Hugo, or 16 miles southeast of Lemon, moving southeast at 20 miles an hour. Hazard.
Continue on US 287 south for half a mile.
Source, radar indicated. Impact, expect damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. This severe thunderstorm will remain over mainly rural areas of east central Lincoln County.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto County Road 2.
On the lowest floor of the building. The National Weather Service has issued severe thunderstorm watch.
I don't think I want to take County Road 2. It's looks like a private ranch road. I just want to take this other road that goes due west. It's back at this intersection. Like I said, we want to stay on the south side of the storm so we can see any structure. If we're on the north side, all we're going to see is rain. There you go, we'll take 94, West 94.
This is NOAA All Hazards Radio. Your normal program has been suspended due to severe weather in the listening area. For full information, visit www.weather.gov/denver or global.weather.gov.
There's a storm chasing tour group right there in the van. Not sure which ones it is. Looks like we're on. I think we're going to want to stop right up here. Might be able to get a nice time lapse of this thing. I'll mix a little Windex with some bottled water and get us a little washer fluid. This hill. Remember, we are pretty much in the middle of nowhere, so see the horizon. Thanks everybody who's joining me, I always appreciate it. Up here at County Highway 63. Driveway or something to pull over. Preferably past this little mound over there so we can actually see the base of this thing. I see some power lines up there, so that might be a road. It's mostly flat out here, but you get these mounds that kind of are a pain when it comes to storm watching. It actually has canceled the severe thunderstorm warning on this, but that's okay. We're not, it doesn't really matter to us. We're just kind of here to look at pretty clouds. There we go. Well, damn terrain out here. I think once we get to that county road, we'll be okay. See some structure. This is a very high base storm, as they typically all are out here. Here we go. Well, oh, dang it, this terrain is just frustrating. It's that mound right there that's in the way, so hopefully once we get past it, because I want to be able to see the horizon. There we go, we'll be able to be past it here. Hopefully we can find a little spot to pull off. It's this little hill right here that I've been disgusted with, so now that we're over it. That's better. Right here. This is much better. I'm probably going to... I think I could take the stream out of the car and prop you guys up on that fence post, maybe. Actually, no. Better idea. I'll get the, yeah. I'll let you guys watch for a minute. I'm going to jump out of the vehicle. And like I said, make up some windshield washer fluid here real quick. Let me go start the time lapse though. You can see the real pretty high base storm here. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. This severe thunderstorm will remain over mainly rural areas of east central Lincoln County. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. This is NOAA All Hazards Radio. Your normal program has been suspended due to severe weather in the listening area. For full information, visit www.weather.gov/Denver or mobile.weather.gov. Stay tuned for important emergency information. The severe thunderstorm warning for east central Lincoln County will expire at 3:15 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. The storm which prompted the warning has weakened below severe limits and no longer poses an immediate threat to life or property. Therefore, the warning will be allowed to expire. Windex and some bottled water. Thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 8 p.m. for east central Colorado. The National Weather Service has issued severe thunderstorm watch 239 in effect until 8 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time for the following areas. In Colorado, this watch includes 3 counties in east central Colorado: Elbert, Lincoln; in northeast Colorado, Douglas. This includes the cities of Castle Rock, Elizabeth, Kiowa, Lyman, and Parker. Primary threats include scattered damaging winds and isolated significant gusts to 75 miles an hour, possible isolated large hail events to 1.5 inches in diameter possible. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means conditions are favorable for severe thunderstorms in and close to the watch area. Persons in these areas should be on the lookout for threatening weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Severe thunderstorms can occasionally produce tornadoes. Alright, I'm going to dump this washer fluid. 3:45 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. At 3:01 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm 7 miles east of Agate or 13 miles northwest of Lyman, moving east at 25 miles an hour. Hazard, winds in excess of 40 miles an hour and pea-size hail. Source, radar indicated.
inside a building. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 8 p.m. for East Central Colorado. The severe thunderstorm warning for East Central Lincoln County will expire at 3:15 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. The storm, which prompted the warning, has weakened below severe limit and no longer poses an immediate threat to life or property. Therefore, the warning will be allowed to expire.
Okay,
The severe thunderstorm
so
watch remains in effect until 8 p.m. for East Central Colorado.
what we're looking at right there is, I think, let me look at the camera. Let me highlight this. This area right here, that's the base of the storm. That's our updraft base.
Colorado, Albert, Lincoln, in northeast Colorado, Douglas. This includes the cities of Castle Rock, Elizabeth, Kiowa, Lyman, and Parker.
I'm gonna get a couple of photos. It's a high base storm just because the base is really high. No tornado threat. Low. We need the base to lower, obviously. For example, like a wall cloud or a tornado threat. You can see kind of underneath that sort of horseshoe-shaped base, we've got some kind of brighter blue colors in there, which could indicate possibly some hail in there.
Severe thunderstorms can occasionally do produce tornadoes. A strong thunderstorm will impact portions of northeastern Albert and north central Lincoln County through 3:45 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. At 3:01 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm 7 miles east of Agate or 13 miles northwest of Lemon, moving east at 25 miles an hour. Source: radar indicated. Impact: gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. Minor damage to outdoor objects is possible. This storm will remain over mainly rural areas of outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 8 p.m. for East Central Colorado. The severe thunderstorm warning for East Central Lincoln County will expire at 3:15 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. The storm, which prompted the warning, has weakened below severe limit and no longer poses an immediate threat to life or property. Therefore, the warning will
Anyway, thanks folks for watching. I know it's a little boring just staring at this base, but it is pretty. And that's really all we can do on some of these lower end days. I'm gonna get some video and everything, and then I'll maybe explain a little bit what's going on with the radar.
Daylight time for the following areas. In Colorado, this watch includes 3 counties in east central Colorado, Albert, Lincoln, in northeast Colorado, Douglas. This includes the cities of Castle Rock, Elizabeth, Kiowa, Lyman, and Parker. Primary threats include scattered damage in winds and isolated significant gusts to 75 miles an hour, possible isolated large hail events to 1.5 inches in diameter possible. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means conditions are favorable for severe thunderstorms and close to their watch area. Persons in these areas should be on the lookout
picture on social media here of what's going on. But you can see the base of this massive storm coming at us. Let me get this video up real quick. Of course, thanks for watching, folks.
Norman Smith, Oklahoma City, okay, sent, but it's hard to pull a non-saturated sounding.
That is a very high base. Man, that is pretty. Do a real quick edit on this and then I'll put it out on social media. Alright, let me get this uploaded.
The wind was down at 9 miles an hour. The pressure was 30.07 inches and steady. Throughout the region, Burlington, fair. The temperature was 82. Goodland, fair and 83 degrees. Akron, fair with a temperature of 81. In Fort Morgan, fair and 82. The wind was north at 10, gusting to 23. In Denver, it was 83 and partly sunny.
Alright, so the photo I took should be uploading to Twitter right now. Thanks for the super chats, folks. I'm going to take you guys out of the car. Okay, so we're looking off to our northwest toward this storm, and it is definitely approaching. We've got this pretty large, high-based storm. This here is our base. That's our updraft base. We're getting inflow wind right now where we're at. So we've got wind going into the storm. You can see the precipitation curtains here. You can see this bright blue and whitish coloring in there. There could be some hail in there, but if there is any, it's probably small. But if we look off to our due north, this is really the only storm around. Let me put you guys back in the car. I'm going to take a couple of more pictures. And we'll probably reposition and see if we can get another good view of this. This is just a beautiful storm.
North winds 15 to 25 miles an hour. Chance of precipitation 60%. Friday night, snow showers, rain showers, and slight chance of thunderstorms. Lows in the upper 20s. North winds 10 to 20 miles an hour with gusts to around 30 miles an hour. Here is the extended forecast for eastern Elbert and northern Lincoln counties. Saturday, snow showers and chance of rain showers. Highs in the mid-30s to lower 40s. Saturday night, mostly cloudy with a 30% chance of rain and snow showers. Lows in the mid to upper 20s. Sunday, mostly cloudy. Highs in the mid to upper 20s. Monday night, mostly cloudy with a chance of rain showers and slight chance of thunderstorms. Lows in the upper 30s. Chance of precipitation 40%. Monday, mostly cloudy with a chance of rain showers and slight chance of thunderstorms. Highs in the lower 60s.
Tristan White,
Chance of precipitation upper 30s. Chance of precipitation 30%. With a 10% chance of thunderstorms. Highs around 70. Tuesday night, mostly clear with a 10% chance of thunderstorms. Lows in the lower to mid 40s. Wednesday, mostly sunny. The National Weather Service has issued severe thunderstorm watch 239 in effect until 8 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time for the following areas. In Colorado, this watch includes 3 counties in east central Colorado: Elbert, Lincoln; in northeast Colorado, Douglas. This includes the cities of Castle Rock, Elizabeth, Kiowa, Lyman, and Parker. Primary threats include scattered damage and winds and isolated significant gusts to 75 miles an hour, possible isolated large hail events to 1.5 inches in diameter possible. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means conditions are favorable for severe thunderstorms in and close to the watch area. Persons in these areas should be on the lookout for threatening weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Severe thunderstorms can occasionally produce tornadoes. A strong thunderstorm will impact portions of northeastern Elbert and north central Lincoln counties through 3:45 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. At 3:01 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm 7 miles east of Agate, or 13 miles northwest of Lyman, moving east at 25 miles an hour. Hazard: winds in excess of 40 miles an hour and pea-sized hail. Source: radar indicated. Impact: gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. Minor damage to outdoor objects is possible. This storm will remain over mainly rural areas of northeastern Elbert and north central Lincoln counties. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 8 p.m. for east central Colorado. A strong thunderstorm will impact portions of east central Lincoln County through 4 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. At 3:16 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm 5 miles northwest of Boyero, or 26 miles southwest of Castle, 5 miles an hour. Hazard: winds in excess of 40 miles an hour and a half-inch hail. Source: radar indicated. Impact: gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. Minor damage to outdoor objects is possible. Locations impacted include Boyero. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building.
My backyard
A
looks
severe
spicy
thunderstorm
tomorrow.
watch remains in effect until 8 p.m. for east central Colorado. The 3 p.m. observation. At Lyman, a thunderstorm was reported. The temperature was 60 degrees.
All right, everyone, I am just getting some videos, photos, etc.
64%. The wind was out at 9 miles
Tip you
an
guys
hour.
up a bit.
The pressure was 30.07 inches and steady. Throughout the
Give me
region,
just a minute. I got a couple more things to get.
the temperature was 82. Goodland fair at 83 degrees. Akron fair was the temperature of 81. Fair at 82. The wind was north at 10, gusting to 23. At Denver it was 83 and partly sunny. Monument Hill thunder at 55. Colorado Springs thunder at 74. The wind was north at 18. Pueblo fair at 88. The wind was southeast at 10, gusting to 23. At La Junta, it was fair with a temperature of 86. The wind was southeast at 14, gusting to 24.
Tristan White,
Lamar was fair with a
Parts
temperature
LAL,
of 88.
said truthfully
Copper
Thursday is
Mountain partly
actually the
sunny
best
and
setup I've
52.
seen since 5
The
boards.
wind was west at 14, gusting to 24.
Kyle,
Grand
Minneapolis,
Junction fair at
Minnesota,
83.
said not sure what to conclude
Here
about
is the
MN right
forecast
now.
for the Lyman area.
Possible
Severe
moisture
thunderstorm
issues and
watch
high LCNs
239
make it
in effect
Minnesota
until
or
8 p.m. Mountain
tornadoes.
Daylight Time this evening. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a chance of thunderstorms
White,
early in the
Parts
evening. Then
LAL,
mostly cloudy
said
with
by
a chance of rain showers late in
DCAMO/IL
the
is the
evening.
line.
Mostly clear after midnight. Lows in the mid-40s to lower 50s. Southwest winds 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts to around 25 miles an hour. Chance of precipitation 40%. Thursday, mostly sunny.
Calvin Thomas,
Highs in the upper
DeSoto,
80s.
Missouri, said
Southwest
say
winds
hi.
15 to 25 miles an hour with gusts to to around 35 miles an hour. Thursday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the mid-30s.
Okay, it's time to stop standing outside because I think we're about to get soaking wet.
15 to 25 miles an hour after midnight.
I can feel the rain-cooled air coming.
35 miles an hour. Friday, rain showers likely and slight chance of thunderstorms.
Yeah, this is a beautiful storm.
Sumo, Missouri. Sansemo is littered with forests, but there's good farmland in between.
15 to 25 miles
I've
an hour.
got several spots down there already picked out.
60%. Friday night,
So we are near
rain showers and
a very small town called Arroyo,
lows in the upper
Colorado.
north winds
We are southeast of Hugo.
to around 30 miles an hour. Here is the extended forecast for eastern Albert and northern Lincoln counties. Saturday, snow showers and chance of rain showers. Highs in the mid-30s to lower 40s. Saturday night, with a 30% chance of rain and snow showers. Lows in the mid to upper 20s. Sunday, mostly cloudy.
This is not severe thunderstorm warned. It is just a very pretty storm.
Monday night, mostly cloudy with a chance of rain, showers, and slight chance of thunderstorms. Lows in the upper 30s. Chance of precipitation 40%. Monday, mostly cloudy with a chance of rain, showers, and slight chance of thunderstorms. Highs in the lower 60s. Chance of precipitation 30%. Monday night, partly cloudy with a chance of rain, showers, and slight chance of thunderstorms. Lows in the upper 30s. Chance of precipitation 30%. Tuesday, partly cloudy with a 10% chance of thunderstorms.
All right.
Highs around 70.
So it's probably time for us to reposition on this.
10% chance of thunderstorms. Lows in the lower to mid-40s. Wednesday, mostly sunny. The National Weather Service has issued severe thunderstorm watch 239 in effect until 8 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time for the following
What a
areas.
pretty sight.
In Colorado, this watch includes 3 counties in east central Colorado, Albert.
Thanks for joining me and following along, everyone.
This includes the cities of Castle Rock, Elizabeth, Kiowa, Lyman, and Parker. Primary threats include scattered damaging winds and isolated.
It's one of the things I like about storm chasing out here is we get these high base storms and they're so photogenic.
Events to 1.5 inches in diameter possible. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means conditions are favorable for severe thunderstorms and close to the watch area. Persons in these areas should be on the lookout for threatening weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Severe thunderstorms can
Oh, yeah.
reproduce tornadoes.
Now we're getting some downdraft winds from it. That's for sure.
Portions of northeastern Albert and north central Lincoln counties through 3:45 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time at 3:01 p.m. Mountain Daylight
Okay,
Time.
so
Was tracking a strong thunderstorm 7 miles.
do we have a south option?
Or 13 miles northwest of Lyman, moving east at 25 miles an hour. Hazard winds in excess of 40
Let me see if we've got an
miles
option to go
95
south
miles.
out of that town.
Source, radar
Yeah, we're not too terrible far from Denver, really.
Gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around
There
unsecured
is a
objects.
south option.
Minor damage to outdoor objects is possible.
I'd like to go south. I'd like to go back east just a little bit
Albert and north central
and go
Lincoln
south.
If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a
Roads
building.
are of limited quantity out here.
In effect until 8 p.m. for east central Colorado. A strong thunderstorm will
Okay,
impact portions
we have a route.
Head east on Colorado 94 East toward County Road 47.
16 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm 5 miles northwest of Boyero or 26 miles southwest of Flagler, moving southeast at 35 miles an hour. Hazard winds in excess of 40 miles an hour and has
We've got a couple severe thunderstorm warnings now.
radar indicated.
There's that one that's just east of Colorado Springs.
Down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. Minor damage to outdoor objects is possible.
And there's that one down there south of Pueblo.
If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 8 p.m. for east
Let's
central
get turned around
Colorado.
here.
The 3 p.m. observation. In Lyman, a thunderstorm was reported. The temperature was 60 degrees, the dew point 48, and the relative humidity 64%. The wind was down at 9 miles an hour.
Continue on Colorado 94 East for 4 miles.
7 inches in steady
4 miles and we can head south. I'm actually surprised this isn't severe thunderstorm warned. Looks like it could have a hail core in it. Southeast on that main road. Hard to tell. Beautiful day out here though. Nice little storm out here. It's isolated for the most part. Nothing really competing with it. Cannot hang with these storms for too terrible long though tonight. We'll have to probably about 6:30 or so have to jump off of these things and start heading east. Up here to the highway and then go southeast. That'll keep us in a good spot to see this thing.
Colorado
stick my head out the window. Once we get on the highway, we'll go, we'll take a turn, and then we should be in a good spot here. Who the hell is this?
Gusty winds could knock down trees and blow around unsecured objects. Minor damage to
Rising storm chase, I've never heard of it.
This storm will remain over mainly rural areas of northeastern Albert and north central Lincoln counties. In outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 8 p.m. for east central Colorado. A strong thunderstorm will impact portions of east
Thinking
central
possibly this gravel lot.
daylight time at 3:16 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm 5 miles northwest of Boyero or 26 miles southwest of Flagler, moving southeast at 35 miles an hour. Hazard, winds in excess of 40
That's a
miles
good
an
view
hour
right
at
there.
Paskin Shale. Source, radar indicated. Impact, gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects.
Fix the camera.
Minor damage to outdoor objects is possible. Locations impacted include Boyero.
That's a really good view right here. We're looking into the storm. That's looking toward Boyero. We'll sit and watch this thing for a few minutes. Yeah, well, this storm is not rotating or anything. You can definitely see some motion up there in the base. It's very high base. Basically, you can see a little bit of rising motion and a little bit of turning. So this is a fairly healthy storm. It's not really rotating or any sort of a tornado threat, but there is a little bit of, I guess we could call it like broad mixing, so to speak, happening here. Just a lot of turbulent motion with this thing. Please don't park in front of my view. Howdy. Howdy.
Expecting to cross here.
Not too much, just rain.
Oh, just rain.
Yep, you're good.
Okay. I didn't want to get caught up in the cold.
Oh no, you'll be good. All right, no problem.
All right.
Like, this guy's really nice, but I really need him to move his truck. There we go. Sometimes you gotta cut conversations a little short when you're storm chasing. Not to be rude or anything, but sometimes we have to keep the camera view good here. Starting to get some rain. Video this real quick here. Got a little bit of turbulence up here. It's kind of pretty. So we're looking right under the base of this thing. Find a route. Need a route. They just went in severe thunderstorm warning to this thing.
On the lookout for threatening weather conditions. Listen for later statements and possible warnings. Severe thunderstorms can occasionally reproduce tornadoes. A strong thunderstorm will impact portions of the central.
Let's go to Wild Horse and then go south.
At 3:16 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm 5 miles northwest of Waelti, over 26 miles southwest of Flagler, moving southeast at 35 miles
Why
an
not?
hour. Hazard, winds in excess of 20 miles an hour at scale. Source, radar indicated. Impact, gusty winds could knock down trees and blow around unsecured objects. Minor damage to outdoor objects is possible. Locations impacted include Waelti. If outdoors, consider taking shelter inside a building. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 6 p.m. for central Colorado. Scale observation. In weather, a thunderstorm was reported. The temperature was 30.14 and the relative humidity 64%. The wind was out at 9 miles an hour. The pressure was 30.07 and steady. Throughout the region, room can be spared.
Wild Horse, Colorado, about 5 miles up the road and go south on County Road 8. County Road 8 is most likely a very, very minimal maintenance road, I'm sure, but that's okay. Storm. Like I said, eventually we're gonna have to ditch it in a couple of hours because, like I said, I gotta get east tomorrow. Eventually, at some point. We'll get somewhere between here and Kit Carson. Drop south. super chats, guys. We always appreciate them. We're 13 miles west of Kit Carson. Or east, yeah, west of Kit Carson. We're coming up to Wild Horse. Goes out of Wild Horse. May find a better option that's not on the map here. Sometimes these roads aren't even on the map and they end up being decent enough to take. About chasing out here, the high plains, is the road options are fairly limited. It's not too bad, but after it's rained and the roads are wet, then it's very limited because the outdoor roads are turning into a mess at that point. Right now, with it being so dry, it's not bad out here, but there's just not a road where we want there to be a road. This thing is severe thunderstorm warned for hail and wind.
Kiowa, Lyman, and Parker. Primary threats include scattered damage and winds and isolated significant gusts to 75 miles an hour, possible isolated large hail events.
What we done, this thing's moving more southeast now. We definitely want to drop south.
Severe thunderstorm watch means conditions are favorable for severe thunderstorms in and close to the watched area. Persons in these areas should be on the lookout for threatening weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Severe thunderstorms can occasionally produce tornadoes. A strong thunderstorm will impact portions of east central Lincoln County through 4 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time and 3:16 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm 5 miles northwest of Waelti or 26 miles southwest of Flagler, moving southeast at 35 miles an hour. Hazard, winds in excess of 40 miles an hour at passing hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, gusty winds could knock down trees or route unsecured objects. Minor damage to outdoor objects is possible. Locations impacted include Waelti. In outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 8 p.m. for east central Colorado. The 3 p.m. observations. In Lemon, a thunderstorm was reported.
We could stop right here. This is like a ranch road,
and the relative humidity 64%.
but we're so close to our action for the south option that we want. We'll probably just continue.
0.07 inches and steady. Throughout the region, Burlington, fair. The temperature was 82. Goodland, fair at 83 degrees. Akron, fair with a temperature of 81. In Fort Morgan, fair at 82. The wind was north at 10, gusting to 23. At Denver, it was 83 and partly sunny. Ideal thundering.
Any day now, we'll get there. That might be a better option. Pretty close to Kit Carson. This thing's moving a lot slower than I expected to. We may actually want to take one of those options that we saw. Let's pull over for a second. I think I've got a better idea. It looks like Google Maps satellite shows a road, but the actual map doesn't show a road, which probably indicates it might be a... Because this thing is moving so slow, I'm willing to chance it, because I really want to go south from here.
Extended forecast for eastern Albert and northern Lincoln counties. Saturday, snow showers and chance of rain showers.
Try something real quick.
Highs in the mid-30s to lower 40s. Saturday night, mostly cloudy with a 30% chance of rain and snow showers. Lows in the mid to upper 20s. Sunday, mostly cloudy. Highs in the mid to upper 50s. Sunday night, mostly cloudy with a chance of rain showers and slight chance of thunderstorms. Lows in the upper 30s. Chance of precipitation 40%.
Let me get my GPS plugged in here.
Mostly cloudy with
My
a chance of
GPS
rain
puck. I'm
showers
going to
and
see if we
slight
can
chance of thunderstorms.
load Microsoft Streets and Trips here to give us a hand, because
Chance of precipitation
based on experience,
30%.
Google is not 100% accurate out here. Some of these ranch roads are open and they're not really private property. It's fine to go down them and such. It's just they're not always on Google Maps.
Tuesday, partly cloudy with a 10% chance of thunderstorms. Highs around 70.
So let me fire up the old school way of navigating here. This is one step above using a map, like a paper map.
The National Weather Service has issued severe thunderstorm watch 239 in effect until 8 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time for the following areas. In Colorado, the 3 counties, Central Colorado, Elbert, Lincoln, in northeast Colorado, Douglas.
Let's actually drive back. I did find a little bit better road. I was kind of hoping to go between Wild Horse and Kit Carson and drop south, but I'm really kind of leaning toward dropping south a little bit farther west. Yeah, folks, we don't trespass. Don't worry, we're fine. No worries. There's a road, is what I'm saying. There are a couple here that don't show up on Google Maps that do show up on Streets and Trips. Just can't always trust Google Maps. Yeah, there's a nice, beautiful view of that storm again. I think I had seen the turnoff. I think it's that road that car went down, but there's a couple of them here, and they aren't named. At minimum, it would be nice to find a spot to stop and pull off. This thing is diving south, but we've got plenty of time to get south. We might go back to Wild Horse, which I think is that little kind of abandoned town that we went through. We might go back and take that south option. I think that's the best one, according to Streets and Trips. Give the road a shot. If it's not good, we'll get out of there. Not sure if the road's in good shape or not. It's probably one of those no maintenance roads, which is fine as long as they're not wet. Definitely safe to say this thing's probably got some hail in it. Definitely looks like it could be a hailer. may not be able to get to the south option before we get pelted with hail. So we may have to go all the way to Kit Carson and go south like originally planned. Let's see here. Thunderstorm warned for 60 mile per hour wind and quarter size hail. Look at that view. Pretty. Yeah, we're not going to take this road. It's going to get rained on. It's going to be miserable. It'll get wet and then it'll be a pain. So we're just going to sit here for a minute and watch for a brief minute, and then we'll have to get back toward Kit Carson and go south.
Colorado, Albert, Lincoln, in northeast Colorado, Douglas. This includes the cities of Castle Rock, Elizabeth, Kiowa, Lyman, and Parker. Primary threats include scattered damaging winds and isolated significant gusts to 75 miles an hour, possible isolated large hail events to 1.5 inches in diameter possible. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means conditions are favorable for severe thunderstorms in and close to the watch area. Persons in these areas should be on the lookout for threatening weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Severe thunderstorms can occasionally do produce tornadoes. A strong thunderstorm will impact portions of southern Lincoln County through 5 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. At 4:07 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm 10 miles west of Porter, or 39 miles south of Lemon, moving east at 60 miles an hour. Hazard, wind gusts up to 50 miles an hour and a half-inch hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. Minor damage to outdoor objects is possible. Locations impacted include Porter, Carmel, and Wild Horse Point. Prepare for sudden gusty winds. Secure loose objects and move to a safe shelter inside a building or vehicle. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 8 p.m. for east central Colorado. The 4 p.m. observations. In Lemon, it was partly sunny. The temperature was 63 degrees, with dew point 49, and the relative humidity 60%. The wind was northeast at 9 miles an hour. The pressure was 30.01 inches and falling. Throughout the region, Burlington, partly sunny. The temperature was 80. Goodland, fair and 82 degrees. Akron, partly sunny with a temperature of 79. In Fort Morgan, fair and 84. At Denver, it was 82 and partly sunny. Monument Hill, fair and 63.
Alright, we'll get moving here in just 1 second.
Colorado Springs, partly sunny and 71. The wind was northeast at 16.
Smith,
Pueblo
Oklahoma City,
fair is
okay.
85.
Said I'd like to be
At
by
La
myself
Junta,
when
it
we're
was
passing
fair with a temperature of 85. Lamar was fair with a temperature of 89. Copper Mountain partly sunny at 54. The wind was west at 17, gusting to 28. Grand Junction fair at 84. Here is the forecast for the Atlantic area. Severe thunderstorm watch 239 in effect until 8 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time this evening. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a chance of thunderstorms early in the evening. Then mostly cloudy with a chance of rain showers late in the evening. Mostly clear after
Beautiful
midnight.
storm though, regardless.
In the mid-40s to lower 50s. Southwest winds 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts to around 25 miles an hour. Chance of precipitation 40%. Thursday, mostly sunny. Highs in the upper 80s. Southwest winds 15 to 25 miles an hour with gusts to around 35
Alright,
miles
let me
an hour.
check an option real quick.
Thursday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the mid-30s. West winds 20 to 25 miles an hour, shifting to the north 15 to 25 miles an hour after midnight. Gusts up to 35 miles an hour. Friday, rain showers likely and slight chance of thunderstorms. Much cooler. Highs 48 to 54. North winds 15 to 25 miles an hour. Chance of precipitation 60%. Friday night, snow showers, rain showers, and slight chance of thunderstorms. Lows in the upper 20s.
Guys, we are still near the largest or the biggest or the closest, I guess. I wouldn't say big city, but significant city would be Kit Carson. We're west of Kit Carson watching this severe thunderstorm warned storm. We're gonna move here in just a minute. I'm just checking the road options for the long term.
Chance of rain and snow showers. Lows in the mid to upper 20s. Sunday, mostly cloudy. Highs in the mid to upper 50s. Sunday night, mostly cloudy with a chance of rain showers and slight chance of thunderstorms. Lows in the upper 30s. Chance of precipitation 40%. Monday, mostly cloudy with a chance of rain showers and slight chance of thunderstorms. Highs in the lower 60s. Chance of precipitation 30%. Monday night, partly cloudy with a chance of rain showers and slight chance of thunderstorms. Lows in upper 30s. Chance of precipitation 30%. Tuesday, partly cloudy with a 10% chance of thunderstorms.
Alright, time to move. Hey, we got tumbleweeds. That's pretty interesting.
Mostly clear with a 10% chance of thunderstorms. Lows in the lower to mid-40s. Wednesday, mostly sunny. Highs around 80. The National Weather Service has issued severe thunderstorm watch 239 in effect until 8 p.m.
Yeah, there could be a snow event in the Denver area on Friday, believe it or not,
Central Colorado,
which
Elbert,
is crazy.
in northeast Colorado, Douglas. This includes the cities of Castle Rock, Elizabeth, Iowa, Lyman, and Hunter. Primary threats include scattered damaging winds and isolated significant gusts to 75 miles an hour, possible isolated large-scale events to 1.5 inches in diameter, possible. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means conditions are favorable for severe thunderstorms and close to the watch area. Persons in these areas should be on the lookout for threatening weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Severe thunderstorms can occasionally produce tornadoes. A strong thunderstorm will
Thanks for following along, everybody.
Lincoln County through 5 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time and 4:07 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time.
The live stream shows Central Time because that's where we spend 75% of our time. And it's run remotely, so I can't change every detail, unfortunately. But Mountain Time is -1 hour.
Radar indicated. Impact.
Alright, so we'll head toward Kit Carson.
Go around a secured object. Minor damage.
Ooh, hang on, let me take a picture of this. This is pretty.
Locations of active include Porter, Carmel, and Wild Horse Point. Prepare for sudden gusts of wind. Secure loose objects and move to a safe shelter inside a building or vehicle. In outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 8
Alright,
p.m.
let's
Central
move.
Colorado. The 4 p.m. observation. Inland, it was partly sunny. The temperature was
Probably, judging by how long it's taking the precipitation to get here, we honestly probably could have just went south. That's all right.
9 miles an hour. The pressure was 30.0 and falling. Throughout the partly sunny. The temperature was Midland, fair and after partly sunny with a temperature of 79. And Denver was sunny. Until fair and 83.
Alright, so we'll go to Kit Carson and south probably. Back to the original plan. Probably have to stop at the Dollar General in Kit Carson. Pass? Yeah, we can pass this guy. I've got a giant metal beam on his trailer. To Kit Carson, and we'll probably take that highway south. What is that, 30 something? 287. I knew that. I am going to work on getting a rear-facing camera, so when we're driving away from the storm, we can still see it. Yeah, they're talking a possible snow event on Friday into Saturday. The graphic that I saw was possibly up to 6 inches in some parts of like Denver, and of course west of Denver you get up into the mountains, you know, several more inches. But that's crazy. In the middle of May, and they're talking about, you know, up to 6 inches in Denver. Just ridiculous. Glad we were able to live stream today, though. Like I said, I wasn't sure if it was going to be worth a live stream. It became pretty obvious once that thunderstorm watch got issued and we had initiation. So I'm glad I stayed out here, because we were really debating on just heading back to toward Iowa, and I'm not sure if I'll be chasing near the St. Louis area tomorrow or up near Rochester, Minnesota. There's 2 target areas, and I probably won't know until later tonight. So stand by for information on that. But we'll be storm chasing somewhere tomorrow. Yeah, Kit Carson, there's not much to it. I think there's a Dollar General there, I think. Either Kit Carson or the one to the east of Cheyenne Wells. Somebody, I think it was Cheyenne Wells. I was gonna say somebody had a Dollar General. Yeah, it's very empty out here. You don't even see, like, I haven't seen an actual residential house for miles. Very empty. It's very pretty though. Kind of nice to get out here for a change and away from the busyness. Like I said earlier at the beginning of the stream, you can really feel the elevation out here. Just tell that you're higher up. It just feels like it. Yeah, speaking of dry climates, though, I'm sure that this area is welcoming the precipitation, that's for sure. Thunderstorm watch remains in effect for eastern and southeastern Colorado. definitely take a south option here out of Kit Carson. We'll stick with the storm for a little while. Like I said, we're not going to get too crazy. It's already 5:31 Central, so that would make it 4:30 Mountain, but I'm going off of Central Time just because I'll be in Central Time Zone tomorrow. We're looking at anywhere between a 9 and a 14-hour drive to the target area tomorrow, depending which target we go for, which is fine. But we don't want to get too carried away and be out here till 10 o'clock at night or anything goofy. Yeah, elevation 4,285 feet. Set it on the sign. Yeah, I like this town. It's not much of a town, but it's cute. I think I've eaten at this restaurant here on the left, this brown building. I think I've eaten there before. I think.
Southwest wind 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts to around 6 miles an hour. Chance of precipitation 40%. Thursday, mostly sunny. Highs in the upper east. Southwest wind 15 to 25 miles an hour with gusts to about 35 miles an hour. Thursday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the mid-30s. West wind 20 to 25 miles an hour. Chance of north 25 miles an hour after midnight. Thursday up to 35 miles an hour. Friday, rain showers, light chance of thunderstorms.
Should be at our south option. East 40, so we came from the left there from Cheyenne Wells. This road curves around to the south, so we'll stay on it. Still severe thunderstorm warned. south of Kit Carson right now. Storm looks like it's weakening some. We will probably find a spot here to pull off the road, field driveway or something. Get a little better look at this. Smudge off the windshield too when we get stopped. Find a little side road here. Cell phone tower or something up here, so that means it's probably a little side road we can pull off on. The structure on this storm is not as impressive as it was earlier. Also on radar, it's not looking as healthy. I'm not sure what time the severe thunderstorm warning expires. 5 minutes. Severe thunderstorm warning expires in 5 minutes, so we will see if they continue it. Turn back and go into that little field driveway I saw. we'll watch from here for a minute. I'm gonna see if I can do something with that smudge. Do it quickly before it starts pouring rain. That's about as good as it's gonna get for now. Very pretty storm. Base of the storm starting to come overhead now. Alright, so severe thunderstorm warning is done. Severe thunderstorm warning is off. Yeah, thanks for the super chat. And everybody who's sent one. Looking at a little bit of data for tomorrow as well, because there is a severe weather threat tomorrow. You have to decide between two target areas. HRRR does show which is a high-res model, does show a supercell, and it's been showing this for a couple of runs, forming near like Rochester and then tracking into western Wisconsin, north of La Crosse, around 4 p.m. in a semi-favorable environment. But it also shows cells down there south of St. Louis. They look a little bit more interesting. I'll let the storm roll by here. Getting some marginally gusty winds out of it. We very well might be about time to turn around and head for the next target area. If we follow this storm too much farther south, we're going to get so far away from I-70, it's going to take forever. And we do have to position for tomorrow yet. Let me move the vehicle and let's give you all a better view. Let me do some looking here. Trying to wash the dust off the car too. now we're getting cored by this thing. Wow. Yeah, quick video of that. Yeah, we are getting cored. Alright, head back and abandon the storm because we have got to reposition for tomorrow, and I don't think the storm's going to really do anything that we haven't seen it do already. Huge line of traffic. I'll leave the stream up until we get out of the storm. To wash all the dust off the car from the dirt road. almost back to Kit Carson. We headed east to get out of this intense precinct. Once we get out of this, we'll think about shutting the stream down. We'll leave it up for right now. Alright everybody, so this is our turn off to get to Cheyenne Wells. I'll leave the stream up until we get to Cheyenne Wells. Like I said, I would love to stay with the storm and probably just keep doing what it's doing for a couple more hours. It'd be a pretty sight to see, like it has been, but we've got to get east. So potentially, if we choose the northern target, which could possibly be like the Rochester, Minnesota area tomorrow, if we have to go that far north, it could end up being like a 13-hour drive. If we end up choosing St. Louis, the area just south of St. Louis, then it'll be more like a 9-hour drive, which isn't as bad. But we need to basically I'll drive until about probably 1 a.m. and I'll stop for a while and then get back up at about 7 a.m. and we'll finish the drive. We just gotta start heading east, because tomorrow looks like it could be a severe weather event as well, and we'll definitely be streaming. Severe thunderstorm watches are in effect for southeast Colorado, western Kansas, southwestern Kansas, and the Oklahoma and Texas panhandles, as well as I believe there's one out there for the Kentucky area as well. If the storm was like about to produce a tornado or something like that, which it's not, but if it was, then we definitely would stay with it. It's one of those things where, you know, we saw it, it was pretty, but at some point you gotta leave it so we can get to the possibly bigger event. So tomorrow could be a bigger event than today. We just got to get there. Yeah, possible snow event. Friday, Saturday, isn't that crazy? Got a textbook train happening over here on the left. Like I said, everybody, the target area tomorrow is to be determined. I see that question coming up a lot. I don't know, guys. We're not going to know until we get to Kansas City. It'll be about midnight tonight. Get some new model data, see what the SBC thinks, at which point we will make a decision. It's just too early to tell. We need to figure out which target's going to be better. It'll be either be the southern and eastern Missouri area, like in the St. Louis and south of their area, or the Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin target. We just don't know yet. Originally it seemed pretty obvious that it would be Iowa, but honestly it's almost looking a little bit better down near St. Louis, but that's an MCV possibly causing that severe weather event, so it's tough to forecast and predict these MCV events, so the closer we get to it, the better. And I don't have to decide until Kansas City, because Kansas City's the split where we either have to go north on I-35 or continue east towards St. Louis. So we've got about 7 hours to figure, well, about 6.5 hours to figure that out. About a 6.5 hour drive to Kansas City. I'll leave the stream up, like I said, until Cheyenne Wells. There was a Dollar General in that town. I'll stop there, because that's really about all there is. Like I said, thanks for joining me, everybody, today. I know this is a short stream, but it's either we have a short stream today or we don't have one at all, so I was happy to have a short one. It's been a fun day. Before I started the stream, there was a bunch of little dust devils. One could almost argue they're kind of landspout looking. There was 6 on the ground at one time. I did post a video on Twitter and Facebook, but I was only able to get one in the shot. They were about 5 miles away, and I had the camcorder zoomed in all as far as it would go. And I was trying to stabilize it, and I really could only focus on one, but it was really a pretty sight to see. But every time I'm out here on I-70 or coming through Cheyenne Wells, every single time I see a bunch of little dust devils and landspout looking things. Every time. We were coming back from Colorado 2 years ago. 2 years ago in August. And there was like 10 or 15 of these things, and they just kept popping up. It was near Ray, which is in this area. It's a little bit, a couple miles from here. Just one after another, just all over the place. Halfway to Cheyenne Wells. Anyway, like I said, we do have a Discord server if anybody's interested. That's an excellent place if you want to do the chat and all that when the YouTube stream isn't online. There should be a link in the YouTube description for that. And I did open up channel memberships. fine. You're not going to miss out on anything that we're already doing. Everything you see, the live streams, the content, all that, is going to stay open as it is. However, I'm going to be doing some extra things for members that I normally wouldn't do, so some extra stuff. I'm going to be releasing some of that soon. We've got like 60 to 70 something members already, so thanks everyone. That was a suggestion from our viewers, so I didn't enable that feature. Probably fire up the stream a little bit later on tonight as I'm driving. Maybe around, you know, like 9:30 p.m. Central Time or so, like I did last week, just to give an update on my plans. That's kind of fun. It keeps me awake. So I may fire it back up then. Like I said, real quick too, the remainder of the week, there is a severe weather threat. You know, Thursday we've talked about that. Friday there is a slight risk for like eastern Illinois, northwest Indiana and stuff. I'm just not seeing it. I mean, I understand why the SPC put the risk there. I totally understand, but from a storm chasing perspective, I just don't know if I see that as something we even want to bother with. But that could change. But right now, I doubt I will be streaming on Friday. I've got other plans on Friday anyway. Saturday, I'm not seeing anything. Sunday, I'm not seeing anything. And then Monday and Tuesday, I'm going to have the vehicle in Kentucky to get something done with it. And then we'll be back out here probably Wednesday in the plains. So a couple of days of downtime, but it's possible something could develop Saturday and Sunday. And if it does, we'll be live. But we're in a slower pattern right now overall, and I think we're going to get back into a more active pattern. But with this slower pattern, we get typically this time of year when you get these, you know, quieter patterns, slower patterns, you get 2 or 3 days of severe weather, and then you get 3 or 4 days of fair weather, and then, you know, 2 or 3 days of severe weather, and then a couple 3 or 4 off. And that's what we're seeing now. So we'll be back at it again shortly. have a strong cell just to the east of Cheyenne Wells. I might keep the stream up a little bit longer then. It's running right along the highway, so you'll get to witness the Dollar General pit stop here. I'm not going to shut the YouTube stream down just yet. I want to make sure that we might be driving through these storms. It looks like they're south of the highway now, but just in case. We'll play it by ear. Dollar General. So there's something. I tell you what, that hotel right there, that does not look like one I would want to stay at. Boy, oh, yeah, that's a real treat. All right, I will be right back. Okay, now we can continue. Alright guys, all the storms are definitely going south of the road that we're on. So like I said a little bit ago, we'll be closing the YouTube stream down here in just a minute. So we need to reposition for tomorrow's potential severe weather. A real quick note, if you are in the YouTube chat and want to talk with the community of frequent viewers, when the stream isn't live, you can join the Discord server. It's in the app. or I'm sorry, it's in the description. So I'm going to go ahead and shut the stream off, guys. Headed to Kansas City. Once we get to Kansas City, we'll decide if we're going to chase the northern target in Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin tomorrow, or if we're going to chase the southern target near St. Louis. Right now I'm leaning toward the St. Louis area, but we'll be sure here later on tonight. So I know it was somewhat uneventful, but it was definitely a beautiful day to watch clouds out here. So thank you, everyone. And like I said, I'll fire up the live stream probably around 9:30 tonight for a couple of minutes just to give everybody an update, just for fun. So take care, everyone, and thanks for all the support. It means a lot. I really appreciate it. We couldn't do this without the support of our viewers. So have a great rest of your night. See you tomorrow.